What's up, nerds? It's your boy. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's 28th day of December 2022. The year is coming to an end. And it's that time again, time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end this week, month, year. Jesus Christ, Cat, what did you get all over my table? Crowdfunding projects that you still have a chance to support via your favorite Kickstart crowdfunding, Backlight, Greenlight, Itch.io, Locals, whatever else support site that you like. As always, I will provide links to the ones I like and make fun of the ones that I think are a waste of your time. And I can already see that there's at least one. But this is just my personal opinion, which will probably get me in trouble for someday. And don't listen to me because we know I have been repeatedly referred to as an idiot. So if I mention any product that you think is cool and worth supporting, then head on over to your favorite Kickstarter, crowdfunding, Backlight, Itch.io, Lulu, group funding. Please support me site. And speaking of support, just to remind you that this is a monetized video and sponsored. So if you don't like ads in your YouTube, I'm just warning you now. All right. From Dream Realm Storytellers, we have Silver Plate, a tasty campaign setting for 5e. $25 is the most popular pledge. It just gets you the PDF of both books. In the game of Silver Plate, you are food, living, breathing, donutting, animated food, and you have things to do before you're eaten. You play as anthropomorphic meals going on adventures in the 5e world of food. Yeah. Anthropomorphic hot dogs, adventuring in a group, a party with anthropomorphic candy canes and anthropomorphic cups of coffee, a donut running down the road, attacking I don't know. This is either hilariously brilliant or an utter waste of money. I'm really not sure where to go with this. Now, if it's done seriously, but with the tongue-in-cheek, like if you wrote the campaign as a very serious D&D campaign, but then added the utterly ridiculous idea that all the player characters are somehow mutated animated food and everything in the world's trying to eat them, then that could be hilarious. I mean, I don't know. Every time a character gets attacked, that's because the monster's trying to eat part of them. I mean, and once you bite into your hot dog player character, it's not like you can take a short rest. I mean, it sort of defies what little logic there is to 5e. So this would either be brilliant or ridiculous. So yeah, I'm going to post the link to this one because I don't know what to say. This is good or awful. Definitely worth following where this one's going to go. Yeah. Okay, moving on. From Steve Jackson Games, we have Rose Labyrinth role-playing game adventure set for the Fantasy Trip. $32 is the most popular pledge. Gets you two 24 by 24 double-sided game boards and a custom D6. So what is this? It's 2 battle maps in a rose garden for use with any fantasy RPG. The 2 maps include 50 counters, one side showing a grave, seats, and urns and stuff like that. The other side showing the same things but damage. So if you need a battle map for a rose garden for $32 for the Fantasy Trip, here you go. It does come with those little counters here, so that's kind of cool. On the other half, it's just a map of a rose garden. What is the Fantasy Trip? Fantasy Trip, if you're not aware with it, is the game that Steve Jackson recreated before GURPS. And they had a lot of good things going for it. Your entire character for the Fantasy Trip could fit on a 3x5 card, for one thing. It was a very simple, dumbed-down D&D-esque game. Very sweet. A lot of nostalgia out there for it. It was the game before GURPS. So, yeah. From Planet X Games, we have an occurrence at Hauling Crater, compatible for DCC, MCC, and 5th edition. So this is for Dungeon Crawl Classics, Mutant Crawl Classics, and Dungeons & Dragons. Most popular pledge is $35, gets you the PDF and the soft cover of the DCC MCC version of the booklet, and a barf bag and virtual tabletop content. So if you want the PDF and soft cover of the Dungeon Crawl Classic, Mutant Crawl Classic version is $35, but then I guess you have to add, if you want to also get the 5e version, it's probably another $10. Plus it comes with a barf bag. So any game that comes with a barf bag, it takes an existing adventure for 5e and goes full weird fantasy with DCC and MCC mechanics. Originally, it was kickstarted for 5e, but this version adds 40 new pages to the 5e version and converts it to DCC and MCC to give it more of an Appendix A, Appendix N feel. So if you need some weird fantasy in your D&D game, here we go. So we've got mutated cultists at an alien crash site. Who doesn't love spaceships in D&D? So it's written like, and correct me if I'm wrong, originally it was 5e, then they've redone it and reprinted it with the additional 40 pages that adds the Dungeon Crawl classes, Mutant Crawl classes, nonsense. So for $35, you'll get the PDFs and soft covers of the book that has the original 5e stuff, plus now it has been updated to DCC, MCC, and it comes with a barf bag. So yes, it reads like you get all three conversions in the one module, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, anything that comes with a barf bag, I think is awesome. So you're getting a link, dude. There you go, link. Moving on. From Lamprey Games, we have the Wolf King's Son for Powered by the Apocalypse. Core rulebook, $35 is the most popular pledge. Gets you the PDF and print versions of the RPG. You're the Wolf King's sons, but you've run from home and now your life begins. This 100-ish page RPG lets you try a variety of stories, some about life as it's lived now, some about those around you, some about the wild world. The campaign pages make you think there's an element of Neil Gaiman's The Sandman. So it's a storytelling RPG where everybody plays one character. This is a solo RPG. If I get a group of people to play together, there is like everybody is John, where each person is telling some aspect of the Wolf King's son, but the entire table is the Wolf King. I mean, it's powered by the apocalypse, but I don't know. I don't know where to go here with this. I need more information. From Small Red Robin, we have Monsters and Men, a Monster Hearts 2 skin anthology for Powered by the Apocalypse Monster Hearts. $14 gets you a PDF of the book. If you're a fan of the RPG Monster Hearts, where you play teenage monsters for searching for connections, we have this. This is a supplement to the already existing, very highly recommended Monster Hearts, although it is a little not safe for work. Yeah, so if you ever want to play in a world where you are a vampire / werewolf / witch / piece of cheese, dealing with the everyday turmoil that is being a teenager in a world of werewolves, vampires, and anthropomorphic cheese, as well as, all that other stuff, and constantly being pursued by a world that hates and fear you. Yeah, there you go. $14 for a PDF of Monster Hearts. From Darklight Interactive, we have The Mystery of Beacon Hill. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, $5 for the PDF of the adventure. It's a short side adventure, roughly 1 hour of a session that you can throw into an existing campaign. And it's basically a hill with a haunted cemetery, about 10 pages long, and it, basically is something that you can add on to an existing campaign to, brush things out, use to add new clues. This I like. I like this. Okay. I mean, I think we need more of these, like interactive add-ons to existing role-playing scenarios. So if you need a little extra filler or a little side quest or a little MacGuffin, or, the usual, well, they didn't go where I wanted them to go, but maybe I can still give them the stuff I need to give them by having them go here instead, kind of thing. From Tracy and Carmelita, we have Deck of Creepy Cryptids, an RPG deck for OSR, OSE, basically system neutral type thing. It's an oversized deck of 180 cards filled with cryptids. if you would like a book of decks of monster pictures and stuff like that, $15 gets you the pack of cards. So I love these. I love these things. People run up and they're like, you encounter the spaghetti monster, and then you hold up the card. And on the back is all the information of the card. So, yeah, I love these. I love these card things. So, yeah, link. Okay, these are all getting links. Moving on. From Quest Games, we have Inquisitor's Orders, a Monster Hunter campaign for D20. It's suitable for use for both Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. $30 gets you a PDF of the campaign's sourcebook, 3 one-shots, and 12 months worth of adventures, 1 a month. So it's an advent calendar of adventures. Every month they send you a new adventure. Or you get all 12 and you're supposed to run them once each a month. It's multiple one-shot adventures tailored for monster hunting. You're not bound by a pattern or sequence for the order of the adventure. You could do them in everything what you want. Basically, go hunt these monsters kind of thing. Not bad. Kind of cool. $30. And that's it. I've posted links for all the ones that I think are worth your time. Really confused about this whole Wolf's King Son thing. Need some more information about that before I can recommend it. But my number one for the week, well, it's got to be the Occurrence at Hauling Crater, just because I love Dungeon Crawl Classic and I love Gonzo Fantasy. But yeah, this anthropomorphic food role-playing, I don't know where to go with that. It's either going to be utterly brilliant or a waste of your time. You tell me what you're thinking. Is there a market for anthropomorphic food? Well, I mean, nobody ever really thought there would be a market for anthropomorphic animal role-playing, and that became huge. So, I don't know. I mean, if I ever play this, my character is going to be a turkey sandwich. Just, yeah. I mean, do your characters want to get eaten? They're food. So, I mean, isn't their goal to be eaten and enjoyed? Is that what they're fighting for? A world where they can be eaten again and enjoyed? Or is it just like the secret life of your food when you're not looking? I really want to know more. That's about it for this week. If any of these sound like things you want to purchase, head on over to your favorite Kickstarter, group funding, crowdfunding nonsense site, because there's so many of them, and support them and let them know the OGGM sent you. And if you are a company that is making product and want me to review it, let me know and I will review it for you. Yeah, let's work together in 2023 and get all that new OSR, OGL stuff out there while we still can. I am the OGGM. If you appreciate this nonsense, let me know. If there's anything you'd like me to change, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Help me hit not 2,000, not 10,000, not 1 million, but 1 billion subs by the end of 2023. I mean, I know it's not going to happen, but if you're going to dream big. Remember, this is my job, so if you're feeling generous, there's plenty of ways you can support me, including picking up your OGGM merch, links down below. And speaking of merch, for the last time until they send me the next box, this video is sponsored by Kuso Coffee. Thank you very much, Kuso Coffee, for sending these to me. If you are a fan of coffee and want to get an amazing array of amazing flavors of coffees, they come in these little pockets. It's instant coffee, but don't let that turn you off, because most people are like, instant coffee, ew. But no, this is like just a little hot water, a little cold water, spin, maybe a little flavoring like milk or whatever, and bam, amazing. It gives you the full kick of a regular cup of coffee. And yeah, it's locally grown, locally sourced, cruelty-free. I am a soda guy. When was the last time you saw me drinking soda? I've been drinking this stuff. So if I say this stuff is worth your time, this stuff is worth your time. So take a moment out of your time to check out the website, link down below. If you use my link, you get 25% off your first purchase. So yeah, support the OGGM, buy some coffee. What could go wrong there? It's coffee. Who doesn't love coffee? I didn't until I drank this stuff. Now I love coffee, so thank you. Till next time, hold on to your hats, boys and girls. 2023 is going to be one hell of a weird year.